Welcome back to the channel, where we explore the lives of individuals whose stories have left an indelible mark on history. Today, we're stepping into the world of glamour, elegance, and influence with one of the most iconic style icons of the 20th century, Babe Paley. Born into privilege yet admired for her down-to-earth charm, Babe Paley was more than just a socialite. She was a trendsetter who redefined what it meant to be a woman of grace and sophistication. But behind the veneer of perfection was a life filled with both triumphs and heartbreaks. Let's unravel the story of Babe Paley, a woman who captivated the world with her beauty, influenced fashion with her effortless style, and lived a life that was as complex as it was fascinating. Barbara Cushing, affectionately known as Babe, was born on July 5, 1915, in Boston, Massachusetts. She was the youngest of three daughters born to Dr. Harvey Cushing, a pioneering neurosurgeon, and Catherine Stone Crowell. Her family's prominence in Boston society meant that Babe was surrounded by culture, intellect, and privilege from an early age. Her sisters, Mary and Betsy, were also celebrated for their beauty and grace, creating a trio that dazzled high society. Yet, even among her striking siblings, Babe stood out. Her poise, combined with a radiant charm, made her a natural center of attention. Babe attended prestigious schools, and while she was well educated, it was her impeccable manners and refined elegance that set her apart. From an early age, it was clear that Babe had a magnetic quality that would draw people to her throughout her life. In 1938, Babe entered the world of fashion as an editor at Vogue magazine. Her time at Vogue was pivotal, not just for her career but for establishing her reputation as a tastemaker. She quickly became known for her keen eye for style, effortlessly blending high fashion with a sense of understated luxury. Babe's beauty and sophistication made her a muse for photographers, and she frequently graced the pages of the magazine herself. Her presence at Vogue was not just about reporting on trends, she was setting them. She embodied the ideal of effortless elegance that defined the era. During this time, Babe also formed friendships with some of the most influential figures in fashion, art, and society. These connections would later cement her place as a reigning figure in the world of style. In 1940, Babe married Stanley Grafton Mortimer Jr., a wealthy heir and socialite. The couple had two children, Amanda and Stanley III. While their union seemed like a fairy tale, it was far from idyllic. Stanley's struggles with alcohol and infidelity strained their marriage, and by 1946, the couple divorced. Despite the challenges, Babe's grace and composure never wavered. She remained devoted to her children and continued to exude the elegance that had become her hallmark. Babe's life took a dramatic turn in 1947 when she married William S. Paley, the influential chairman of CBS. Their marriage brought Babe into a new sphere of power and prominence. As one of the most powerful men in media, Paley's world was filled with celebrities, politicians, and cultural luminaries. Together, Babe and William Paley became the ultimate power couple, hosting lavish parties at their homes in Manhattan, Long Island, and Jamaica. Their guest lists included the likes of Truman Capote, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, and Greta Garbo. But Babe's role was far more than that of a hostess. Her style, wit, and warmth made her a beloved figure in these elite circles. She had an uncanny ability to make everyone feel special, earning her the adoration of her peers and the media. The icon of style, Babe's enduring influence on fashion. Babe Paley's sense of style was legendary. She had an innate ability to mix couture with everyday pieces, creating looks that were both aspirational and accessible. One of her most famous innovations was tying a scarf to the handle of her handbag, a simple gesture that became a global trend. She was named to the International Best Dressed List Hall of Fame in 1958, solidifying her status as a fashion icon. Yet, Babe's appeal wasn't just about what she wore, it was about how she wore it. She carried herself with an effortless grace that inspired women around the world to emulate her elegance. Even today, Babe Paley's style remains a benchmark in fashion. Designers and tastemakers continue to draw inspiration from her timeless aesthetic, proving that true elegance never goes out of style. While Babe's public life seemed picture-perfect, her private life was far more complicated. Her marriage to William Paley, though outwardly glamorous, was fraught with difficulties. Paley's infidelities and controlling nature created emotional turmoil for Babe, who, ever the consummate hostess, maintained a facade of perfection. Truman Capote, one of her closest friends, once remarked that Babe lived in a world where only the... While Babe's public life seemed picture-perfect, her private life was far more complicated. Her marriage to William Paley, though outwardly glamorous, was fraught with difficulties. Paley's infidelities and controlling nature created emotional turmoil for Babe, who, ever the consummate hostess, maintained a facade of perfection. Truman Capote, one of her closest friends, once remarked that Babe lived in a world where only the surface mattered. This observation hinted at the loneliness and dissatisfaction that often lay beneath her polished exterior. Adding to her challenges was her battle with lung cancer, a diagnosis she received in the early 1970s. Despite her illness, Babe remained dignified and poised, even as her health declined. A legacy of elegance, Babe Paley's enduring impact. Babe Paley passed away on July 6, 1978, at the age of 63, leaving behind a legacy that transcended her own time. She wasn't just a style icon, she was a symbol of grace, resilience, and sophistication. Her influence extended beyond fashion to the very idea of what it meant to live beautifully. She taught the world that elegance is not just about appearances but about how one carries themselves, even in the face of adversity. That concludes our deep dive into the extraordinary life of Babe Paley. Her story reminds us that true elegance is not simply about beauty or wealth, it's a way of being, a combination of grace, resilience, and an innate ability to inspire others. Babe Paley's timeless influence continues to shape how we think about style and sophistication, even decades after her passing. If you enjoyed learning about her life, please like this video, share it with your friends, and leave a comment with your thoughts. Do you think Babe Paley's legacy has stood the test of time? Is there a figure from history whose story you'd like us to explore next? Let us know, we'd love to hear from you. Babe Paley once said, "You can never be too rich or too thin." While this quip may capture her wit, it's her depth, kindness, and enduring grace that truly define her legacy. Thank you for joining us as we explored the life of Babe Paley. If her story has inspired you, don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments. Let us know whose story you'd like us to cover next, and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of extraordinary individuals. Until next time, remember, elegance isn't just about what you wear, it's about how you live. See you in the next video.